Our house is our primary asset. It's where our wealth, if we have it, is. It's in your home. And if people were counting on that as part of their wealth, as part of their asset, as part of their retirement, it is worth less than it was 4 or 5 years ago. In the last few years, we've had approximately 9,000 foreclosures a year. And in a market this size, that's quite a few foreclosures each year. That's 9,000 families that were impacted.
It's sort of been a tumbling cascade of woes. So we have vacant and abandoned properties, properties that have lost value, people who've lost their homes. But also, I think people are fearful of the future. They don't see the value in their properties.
People feel poorer when their house is worth less. We all know that this economic crisis started with a housing crisis. And in Tucson, we're very dependent on development and construction. It's what helps drive our economy.
Housing cost has a direct relationship to the economy. People were paying 50% of their income for housing, and with less money to spend on food, clothing, entertainment, transportation, well, obviously that also impacts local businesses.
I think the economic downturn is really severe, and by all reports, it's going to take a while for this housing market to come back. Some people say 5 years, some people say even longer.
The problems that we see are far more complex and irreversible than any one program can really address.
In early 2008, home prices were falling, foreclosures were up, and that some action needed to be taken in the community. The Industrial Development Authority of Pima County decided that it would form a land bank to buy up foreclosed properties, and that land bank entity is SALT, Southern Arizona Land Trust, a nonprofit support organization for the Industrial Development Authority. SALT was able to buy up a number of properties, improve them, get them off the market, and have them rented out at affordable rates. In the summer of 2008, Congress passed a program called Neighborhood Stabilization Program, number 1. They granted money to government agencies only. They allocated it where it was needed the most to do exactly what SALT was doing.
Pima County received $3 million, the city of Tucson about $7 million. So we were fortunate to have the experience of NSP1 when the next administration put together the American Reinvestment and Recovery Act, or ARA. It included in that was $2 billion for the Neighborhood Stabilization Program.
NSP2 was a competitive grant. SALT lent its expertise and experience to Pima County to put together a grant proposal so that Pima County and SALT and other agencies could use those funds to benefit our community.
We saw that SALT would be a critical partner in this because, one, they understood the issue, and secondly, they had a strategy.
We had the expertise, we had the experience. We were already doing the work that we were seeking the grant funds for.
We've received a grant through the Neighborhood Stabilization Program to purchase foreclosed properties, fix them up, and resell them, to demolish abandoned and vacant structures that are blighted in the neighborhoods, as well as redevelop vacant lots.
These homes are the ones that the investors don't want. They need significant rehabilitation.
SALT made a commitment to do 35 homes. The only way we could do that is if we renovate some, sell them even at a loss, and then recycle those funds back into the program.